Hello, hello everyone. Welcome to Music Scrap, the Musical Scrapper. This is a special impromptu on Saturday afternoon. Have some of the birthday stuff to work on for my cousin's parents' surprise birthday party, 80th. Yeah, I bet it did, Dixie. I understand that. Poor Dixie's moving, not by choice. Okay. So this is, it's got purple paint on it from my hands at some point, but didn't matter because I was covering it. But my cousin had this photo album anyway. So I figured, because I'm not really doing a scrapbook album, I'm going to take photos, and they may have photos too. So I just wanted a basic, straightforward photo album. Although, if I print pictures, well, I don't know. I'll just probably give them the pictures and let them print them. Because I'm doing a lot already for them, so... Oh no, Dixie, really? Eesh. But, I don't know. I got my gesso in case I just can gesso this. But I can't put the craft text on top of this because then it'll be too thick. But it seems stupid to waste something that's already built when I can just repurpose it. So I have an idea of how I'm going to try and get a similar looking finish on this as with the craft text, but just using paint. And if it doesn't work, then I'll cover it up with paper. So that's the plan. Yeah, Carrie. So. Okay, so. Anyway. So that's the plan, and then to build the guest book. Now the guest book won't be hard because I'm just doing a bound book with my cinch, so I'll just have to do cover, front, back covers. But I'll do this first because if the... Well, actually I have to do something to the box first. I noticed something when I looked at it last night. So anyway, that's going to be the plan tonight. I'm not sure how I can scuff this up because I don't even think I have a piece of sandpaper. I might. I might have a piece of sandpaper. I may have to go look for that. Anyway, so. Yeah, it's a photo album, and even though red is his favorite color and purple is her favorite color, it would kind of be a perfect album for them, and they like flowers, they like plants, but it doesn't match the treasure chest at all, and I really want it to match. So, no, I don't have a nail file. But anyway, we shall see. We shall see. We shall see. So, worst comes to worst, I can take out the insides. But, anyway, first I have to do a little fix up with the box. Here's how the box ended up. Okay, so there's the top of the box. Unfortunately, I only had 3 of these metal. I wanted to put I wanted to put one on each corner of these. They're actually little pendants, but I thought it kind of worked perfectly in the corners. And then I only had 3 of them. Dang it. So I found the butterflies, so I put the 2 butterflies on it. And still deciding whether I'm going to put the word memories on the top. I may not do that. I think I don't want to hide any of this beautiful paper. But, and there's the front. But look what I forgot. Whoops. See? Here I was looking at it last night and I was like, I forgot a side piece here and here. So I forgot 2 bottom pieces. Hey, Janet. And then this is the inside. See, so this will fit in this first pocket. It's a perfect size. So first thing I need to do is just to paint up some more cardstock, because this is just cardstock that I painted to look metal. So I just need to get out my gold paint and paint up another piece of cardstock. So let's do that first. Oh, pay enough for these boxes. They should hold a little. Okay, I have to remember I can't close that tight. That's it. Okay. So I just used my PBO iridescent silver paint. Okay. Well, it's been fun. A lot of work and fun, yeah. So, I just need another piece of white cardstock. I have one right here, somewhere. There it is. And, let's see, I'll just paint it with a piece of sponge. That's what I painted the other pieces with. And I only need about 1.5 inches strip here. No, not metal. Looks like it though, doesn't it? That was the intention, to make it look like brass frame. I'll have to do 2 layers of this. So I'm doing it the lines this way on purpose, because that's the way I did the lines on the other strips. So yep, it's nice gold. There's the iridescent gold, and then there's antique gold, and I do have some of the antique gold coming on its way too. I'm not sure. I think it's like a duller gold, so I'll see when it arrives. Okay, Carrie. Understand. Okay, I'm going to be right back. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so found it. All right, let's just dry this off. Okay, I hope everyone can hear me again. Oh, I had to change my mic. Hold on. I always prefer to use my built-in microphone. Okay, that looks good. Alrighty. And I'm going to keep my eye on the screen today. Make sure I don't go and do any silly camera shots today. I need to wash this off because I've got other projects that are going to be not wanting paint all over. Should have washed this before I started, but oh well. Now, let's dry it off. Alright, here we go. Ah, Dixie is making some food for some guests. I guess she's going to entertain in her new place already. Very cool. Oh, Janet. Silly girl. I know, sometimes I see people cutting with a ruler and X-Acto knife, and I'm thinking, why don't you invest in a trimmer? Okay, so there is, actually I think I'm going to do the score first at 1/2 inch, or 3/4 of an inch, I mean. Should have done it just at 1/2 inch, but whoops. It is still a little wet. Well, not really wet, it's just kind of tacky still. I don't know what I did with the other two. I know I had enough cut. Hey, Jeannie. Okey-dokey. I know what I need to do to solve my... Got to get this... my camera wires hanging down far enough so that when I take stuff in and out of my little storage corner there, where my trimmer is, that I'm bumping it. So I'm just going to do a little loop here. Oh, no, that didn't even catch it. Duh, Jean. Hold on. There we go. Alright. That little piece of tape isn't quite as long as it should have been, maybe, to hold. There we go. Alrighty. Now I'm less likely to move that camera. Okay, so since these are glued down, it's going to be harder to get my corners mitered the way I need to, but anyway, I shall do my best. Alright, so that just marked to the length. And I'm just going to mark a notch where I'm going to start the mitering. Okay. Since I don't have a way to butt them up against each other anymore, I have to do it this way. So what I did was I just put it up against the other place and notched it. So now I know that I'm going to trim this from there to that point, and from there, oops, to that point, and it should fit fairly perfectly there. There we go. So that works there. Alright. And score tape. Hi, Laurel. Sure, Laurel. Question away. Ooh, nice. Making a genealogy book for your dad. Mm-hmm. 100+ pages of 8.5 by 11. Try and find a way to bind it. Well, I would probably do you have it bind it all yourself, Laurel? Do you have it bind it all? Because I know they do make 1.5" O-rings, and if it's just photocopy paper, that would probably do the trick. Is it already copied on both sides? I don't know if you have a bind it all or a cinch yourself. You have a bind it all. Well, if you buy 1.5" O-rings, it would probably bind it fine. Yeah, like I said, the other option, like Janet said, the other option would be to go to Staples and ask them to bind it. But if you have to bind it all yourself, I would make copies and try it yourself first. Single-sided? Oh, well, then I would definitely go to Staples, get it copied on one side, get it double-side copied. Yeah. Unless you definitely want to leave it single-sided. But since it's something other than, you're not going to be adding any other extra heftiness to it, other than the pages themselves, the 1.5" O-rings should hold 100 pages of photocopy paper. Yeah, but yeah. So since you have the bind it all, that's what I would do. But I would also, since it's just photocopy paper, Laurel, I would also put, a strip of either packing tape, or if you buy packing tape is glossy, but either packing tape or this, like, just Scotch magic tape that's clear. I would put this magic tape down the side of each bound side to give the paper, to make the paper more sturdy before you do the holes. Yeah, book rings. The only problem with book rings is it's, number one, it's going to be a little harder for him to look through because it moves around more, and if he's lost any mobility or anything like that, I personally don't like book rings, but if you like them, that's fine. I don't like them because it gets all messed up when you're, it moves around, and it's going to be more chance that the pages will rip and come out. Yeah. But that's what I would do. I would do a binding. Actually, 1.25" by O-ring may even be big enough. If it's just being copy paper. I'll show you this project for all the people who've just come in a moment. Oh, there's an idea, Jenna. Get a 2-inch binder. 1.5 even. Yeah. And if you get one of those binders with the pocket in the front, you can add a nice cover to it. You could even put the pages in. Okay. So I don't know. People said you can't use. People said that you can't use score tape on Craftex. Well, I've used score tape on my Craftex, and so far it is staying all together. Just so you guys knew. Jenna. Oh, to bind it on the top? Yeah. I see. This time I just marked it with my black marker instead of with my scissors. Go from there to the corner. From there to the corner. Craftex is, well, here's what mine started out looking like, Laurel. It's kind of a paper cloth fiber product. It feels like cloth, like a really heavy canvas fake leather, and it's texturized, but it's really heavy, very thick. It doesn't rip. Very fibrous. It's the newest rage in scrapbooking. I got a whole bolt of it. So it will be enough to last me a lifetime. I bought the white so I can paint it and color it any color I want. So I'm going to use it on my the cover of my guest book, so you guys will get to see it, me paint it, if you didn't see my recording from the other week. Just using some of the leftover paint to get the edges here. Yeah. I'll show you the box in a second here. Laurel, hold on. Just let me get this last, so I noticed last night that I left off 2 of these decorative edges. And it's like, oh, I should get that, darn it. Cut it a little too short. Oh well, no one's gonna notice the bottom. All right. So here's the box. There's the top. It's very similar to the one I made for my mom's 80th birthday. It's for my cousin's parents. Oh, cool, Laurel. So there's the top, and you know me, minimal embellishments. Key. Wow, Laurel. That is cool. And then the inside. Okay. That uses the Prima Ledger paper pack. And then, so there'll be a photo album. This is the photo album. I'm going to alter the cover. And that will go in there. Then there'll be a guest book. And then there's a slot. We're making I remember cards where we're going to ask people to write out a little story or anecdote, something about Lois and Fraser that they remember, and or cards. So there's other slots there for that. And that fits perfectly. So that is the box. So okay, so all right, so I have so I don't want to put craft text on this simply because the book's already so nice and thick and strong. There's not really any point in using craft text. Cool, Laurel. So I've got some sandpaper here. I'm going to scuff it up a little bit before I try adding the gesso. Because no, I don't have a sanding block by Tim Holtz, because you need one. I don't do this very often. Doesn't take much rubbing, because I'm using 120 count paper here. So I got this section on my desk cleared off, but the section behind me still needs work, as does the section in behind my computer. Yeah, Ireland, Newfoundland is full of Irish people. That's why it's party central. They love their drink in Newfoundland. I am recording, Laurel. Thank you for making me check, though. Newfoundland has a lot of Irish people. So, they love to party over there. They love their drink. They still have kitchen parties over there. I'll tell you, for a group of people who have quite a high unemployment rate, They know how to love life, let me tell you. It was one of the most fun years I had in teaching, because I taught in Newfoundland. Went to university with a girl from Newfoundland. Oh, she was coming from a little wee tiny small town. I had never met anyone like her. It was very fun, very interesting. Oh, Carrie, I'm going to make you mod because Sherry's traveling, and I think she's the only one I have down right now. I Carrie. Who's talking? I Carrie Love or I Carrie Love 1? Okay, I Carrie Love. Making you my mod there, Carrie. Okay. Dubois. Yeah. They do pronounce it Du Bois in a lot of places. Not in Newfoundland, not in New Brunswick. New Brunswick is French. Some Irish, French, and British, but yeah. Oh yeah, I know. Gautier? Yeah. That gets pronounced a lot of different ways, Carrie. Okay, so I'm just using a baby wipe to get rid of the grit and whatever. Oh, I didn't go around the inside of that part, so let's do that. Yay, Sandy's on a coffee break. Okay. So, time for some gesso. So I have an idea to try and duplicate this texture using just some paint and wax paper. So we shall see what happens. Oh, we're in Nova Scotia, Susan. We're in Nova Scotia. Okay. Okay, I've got to move these pages or they're going to get totally messed up. Oh, right there. Canadian native or American native? Carrie? Okay. Oh, right, Susan. I remember you telling me that before. Cool. Shediac, yeah, that's just a 35-minute drive from here. Oh, Carrie. Yeah. I won't say that on the recording. All right, going to dry this. Yeah, it's not a very nice word. Yep. Well, Sandy, that's because it's a white man's word. That's why. So, there's a great conversation going on in my chat talking about heritage and doing research, family lineage, and stuff like that. I'll get those little inside ledges in a moment. Yeah, I never did learn how to do it yet in my Merc chat, Carrie. I got distracted and never did get wrapped yet today, so I figured I would come on and stream, and then I would wrap while Jar is on, keeping me company later. Well, education's come a long way. I know in Nova Scotia, I don't know about New Brunswick high schools. I'm not sure, but I know in Nova Scotia they actually have, of course, it's the Mi'kmaq Indians in Nova Scotia, and they actually have history, a Canadian history credit that the kids can take in Mi'kmaq, and they can also take Mi'kmaq as a language as well in Nova Scotia schools. Why am I a bad girl? What? What did I do? Oh no. I said something wrong? Uh-oh. What did I say wrong? Of course you can, Susan. My goodness. Oh, yeah. Oh, I see, Sandy. You were glad to have a distraction from cleaning the grout. Mm-hmm. Anyone is welcome to link their blog or their YouTube channel or anything they want during my stream. Even though it is all about me here, I will share. Just kidding. Just kidding. Still waiting for Carrie to tell me why I'm a bad girl. I'm not sure what I said. I think something slipped that I didn't mean to say. And I will apologize if I need to. Oh, cool. I like that. Oh, for not wrapping. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. But today's the first day that my arms felt like I'm going to be able to attempt it, so it's been a week. So, I mean, I still have my other garments on. It's just not my good bandages, that's all. No, I didn't see. No, they don't have a place in Vegas yet, Laurel. They're going to stay in the apartments that her mother and father rent when they go out on vacation, and they're going to look when they get there. So their stuff's going into storage until they find a place. So that's the plan. So I think I'm going to have to oops, just a second here. I'm going to have to cover up these insides so I don't totally mess them up when I'm painting my cover. That's one reason it is very exciting. Sherry's going to be in Vegas. Alright, I've got some wax paper here. So, let's see here. I think I can use a combination of, this tape should peel up fairly easily. That's what I'm thinking, Laurel. That would be nice. I'm just trying to wrap this up here. I don't usually start with something that's already okay. Now I have to make sure I have this whole section here all covered with tape. There we go. Yeah, I think she was, Jeannie, she was just streaming from Crab Fest or something. So, from what I understand, that's... She said she was gonna... She already had a project planned and everything, so... Okay, there we go. Alright, so those pages inside are well protected now. So, the plan first is to start with a dark brown paint, which is, hold on, somewhere else. Hold on, it's over here. Excuse me for a second. I'll get my paint. Okay, brown. This is the dark brown. And then I'm going to need a light brown that sort of matches. So I guess I'll use this one. Alright. Okie dokie. Hold on. Get the gesso off. Well, that's an important point, Carrie. Last night she said she was going to stream and she had a project. So, that was the plan as of last night. So we shall see. Okay. Get that sandpaper out of the way. So I've got these two browns. Now on the last one I painted this brown first and then wrinkled the craft text and put this brown on. But this time I'm going to do opposite. I'm going to put this brown on first, and it dried in the dauber because somehow I lost the cover. So I'm just going to simply pour the paint on, obviously a little generously. Anyway, we shall see. This paintbrush is a little deformed. I'm going to put papers on the inside anyway, so I just need this to go a little distance. Doesn't have to be perfect, because I will cover it anyway with my Prima paper so that it matches. Uh-oh, I think I got some on my arm. Obviously gonna have to do 2 coats here. That's okay. I think I'll do some right down there so that I don't have to do the paper all the way to the binding. There we go. Okay, where did my, oh there it is, duh, right beside me. Heat gun. Yeah. Hold on. I am getting paint all over the place here today. Jeez Louise. Oh, I'm wondering why I have scratches on my arm, and it was from Pa's trying to jump up on the bed last night and she landed on my arm. Of course, it surprised her, surprised me, so she got me with her claws a little bit. Didn't realize she had marked me like that though. Okay, hold on. All right, I'm back. Keep going. Actually, I think I'm going to put some gold on that spine, so. Okay. Alrighty. So, there's the first layer of brown. This is just going to be an underlayer because I'm going to put the light brown on top and then take off some of it, if it works anyway, with oh, I know, I think I better use printer paper instead of wax paper for my technique because I think it'll work better. Trying to make it look like leather. So today my cousin is in St. Stephen, New Brunswick, which is right on the border of Maine, at Calais, for a wedding. Her best friend's daughter is getting married today to Yaya. I don't know his last name. He's from Egypt. They met at university. And she just finished her master's. And he's working on his master's. So. Alrighty. There's still a spot there that paint did not stick to. It's pretty shiny. I think I need to, hold on, I have a tiny little, where did it go? Where's my little, oh, maybe I put it in the, did I put it over here? File, hold on. Okay, hold on. There we go. My spinner was caught. Well, okay. I guess I need to reach my sanded paper again. Get that spot cleared. Where did I put it? Oh. All right. Oh, there it is. Hiding. Oops. Okay. There's the first layer. Try that again. Okay. I'm gonna do this actual spine because I am going to put some gold on that, I think. So I'm just gonna leave the spine for now. Oh, my finger took the paint right off. Eat gun again. Carrie, you bad girl. Bad girl. And then she'll blame me. Telling white lies. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work at all. The paint's not sticking. Maybe I'm not leaving it enough, long enough to dry. I don't know. It's cracking. It's cracking, which could be interesting for the next layer, but I don't want this layer to crack. It's crackling and showing the gesso through. Okay, let's just That's why I never go to Pinterest, Sandy. Because it just takes me in circles and it drives me crazy. And then I end up finding nothing. Just go in circles. Round and round. Yeah. Probably, Carrie. Probably. It's alright. I'll just keep it moving a little more. I'm just too lazy to wait. For the bottom, for the next layer, I'll just let it dry. So, and I'm going to need another yeah, and I guess I should have been using that. I'll use it for my next, I have it right here actually, my hair dryer. Duh. Why didn't you guys tell me that before, for goodness sakes? Gosh darn it. Alright, now I just have to follow the plug to find it. Plug it in. Alright. Let's see. Let's find an empty plug here. Or outlet, I should say. Should be one somewhere. Gosh. Okay, I'll take out my iPhone charger. Hello. Okay. There we go. That would have been smarter. Thanks a lot, you guys. Me either, Carrie. This is my little Rendezvous travel hairdryer that I bought like 18 years ago in Zellers in Milton, and this little blue button is for no heat, so or low heat. Okay, now I need another sponge. Just a moment. I forgot. I didn't know I was going to need 3. Well, I forgot. Didn't think. Sponge brush. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, so I'm going to get a piece of printer's copy paper, crinkle it up, open it up. Okay, so that's going to be my texture. So now, this isn't dry. It is not dry, so that's because there's a fan at the end. There we go. Okay, so plan is to put on a nice layer of this lighter paint, and I just great. What a mess. Hold on. I laid the cover upside the wrong way on my desk, so now I've got brown paint everywhere. All over my hands, all over the desk. So I best clear that up before I get paint where I don't want it. Like on my hands and on the book. Hold on. Hi, Lori. That's the first time for everything. Like I said, if I wreck it, I'll just cover it with paper. No big deal. But always paper. Ah, it's everywhere. Brown paint everywhere. Including on my light brown paint bottle. Hold on. Okay, one more baby wipe should do the trick. I'm gonna have to refill that before the day is out. Oh dear. Okay, hold on. All right. All right. Okay. Okay, alrighty. So, as I was saying, light brown paint. Oh, Jean, dang it. Gosh darn it. I'm pretty bad with the paint today. Guess someone's giving me a hint. I just should stop while I'm ahead. Crap. Thank goodness I had that. Okay, I want the dark around the edges, so darn it. Okay, I'm gonna have to fix that in a minute because I have to do this technique while this is wet. Okay, so that, now what I want to do is put my crumpled up paper on that and pull up some of the brown to reveal the dark underneath. So that is the theory. I should have done it more like this. There. Okay. Not exactly a match, but hey. Not too bad, huh? Noise pollution, as Jen says. Sorry about the noise, guys. It's kind of hard on my ears, too. I think I'm definitely going to have to put either matte medium or varnish on it. Seal it. Do you guys think matte medium would seal this, or would varnish be better? I have a satin varnish. Jeez Louise. Paint is everywhere. What do you guys think? Ugly? It's kind of interesting. I don't know. I don't really like it. I think so too, Carrie. probably should be a little harder, wouldn't it? If I try and fix that anymore, it's just going to make it worse. Make this the back, because I have an idea that might work better for the front, for how it pulls off. I should have did a little test, like on a regular piece of paper, to see. Anyway, let's see. Because I think what I'm going to do is kind of leave it like this and then just do a couple of areas. So let's try the other side here. Okay. Let's see what happens. Alright, so now I'm going to take it and just be a little more specific with the removal. Yeah. Oh, someone's tweeting me. Not sure who it is. But so I'm going to dry this, but I'll leave it for a little while before. Oh, I like that better. I definitely like this better, so I'll use this as the front. Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Alrighty. pretty thick, so it's going to take a little while to dry there. Some sections. Yeah, kind of like that side better. I think. Okay, so what do you think, you guys? Okay, so I'm just going to do the binding in the gold here. The spine, I should say. Not the binding, the spine itself. That's the first layer. Cool, Carrie. Very good. Great. I have no problem with people arting along at all. I'm just figured I may as well put my camera on while I'm working. Okay, I need to oh, I can use this, I guess. Alright, so I'm going to put the gold on, but then I'm going to spread it with a piece of, I don't want the texture on the gold like I'm getting, so I'll put it on with a sponge, and then I'm going to run a piece of paper across it to hopefully get rid of the sponge marks. Okay. Get my straight sides here. Doesn't really matter because there's texture under it anyway. So may as well go with the texture. There we go. Alrighty. I can always fix up those edges with some washi tape. Oops, getting to the end of my baby wipes there. So, what do I do with my baby wipes? Oh, I know. I see them. Okay. Okay. Alrighty, Sandy. Have fun. If you can. Grouting the floor. Or washing the grout of the floor. Whatever. That's why linoleum is a really nice thing. Okay. Okay. Alrighty. So that is going to sit while I work on. I'm not going to furnish it until I know it's dry all the way through. So I'm all painty here. May as well work on this. Okay, so this is my craft text. The pages of the guest book are 5.5 by 8.5, which means I want the cover to be 5 3/4. Actually, no, not 5 3/4. 5 5/8 by 8 3/4. So it's just a little bit larger. So how wide is this? I'm not sure because it's in really crappy shape. Because it's so wide, I have to cut it. So I'm going to put the two edges that I know are straight beside each other. And get out my, oops. Let's get this painty paper out of the way. Okay, so let's get this side straight. Oh, I still have a section there that's a little smaller than that, narrower than that. Oops. Hey Jamie, nice to see you. Just working on the books to go inside the treasure box. So I'm just trying to get this craft text trimmed off straight. Hello, where did my scissors go? There they are. And how's little champ, Jamie? So let's do 8. Okay, so the cover though, oh yeah, so this doesn't have to go to the hose. So I want this to be 8.5, same as the pages, and then I'll have an edge on the book, on the page. But it's going to shrink up a little bit. So let's do it 8 3/4. It's going to shrink up a little bit. If I have to trim it down, I can. So 8 3/4 by 5.5, 5 3/4, 5 5/8. Scissors for 1. Yeah, I bet he is. By 5 5/8. Okay, so my correct I think it was sepia, wasn't it? Is it sepia I did, or yeah, it was sepia. Okay, so first off, on the textured side, and my light paint. Paints very nicely, just like paper. interesting to see what watercolors do on this. This is pretty fibrous, so I think they kind of spread very nicely. Very cool. Okay. I can use my heat gun this time. I'm sure your ears are all very glad of the fact that I'm using my heat gun instead of a hairdryer. Okay, now, next up is wetting them with water. That's my alcohol. Oh no, it used to be labeled, so I don't know why it's not labeled anymore. Glad I checked. Alright, water. This is how I did the pieces that I used on the, and then scrunch. It's being scrunched in my hands, by the way. People aren't being overly chatty, Jamie, because they're kind of working away on their own art projects while I'm just streaming here. Okay. A little more water, I think. A little more scrunching. Yeah, Eileen wanted me to put it in my washer and my dryer. I was kind of like, nah, I don't think I'll do that. Wetting it down pretty good. Little on the front, little on the back. I unleashed Carrie's stencil monster. Well, you gave me some good ideas last night, reminded me of ideas that I had for stencils, word stencils and stuff. And dry. Yeah, yeah. Not many people can cut stencils by hand like Pavla, Jamie. Not many at all. Very few. Ouch. Okay, now my sepia stamp pad here, and do the brush over. It's not completely dry yet, but I want to get the wrinkles before, I don't want them to dry out of the craft hex. So this is the sepia archival ink pad. And go around the edge. Well, yeah, you stopped watching your paint dry to watch my paint dry, huh, Jeannie? Yep, well, at least if you're watching paint dry, you know you're getting something done. Oh, the Martha Stewart craft knife, you mean, Jeannie? This one? Oh, no, that's not it. Hold on. I do have it here somewhere. Somewhere I have it. I do. Like this, except yours is probably beige, not green. Okay, so now I need I wonder if this is wide enough. I don't know. Probably not. 1, 2, 4, 5.5. Nope, not quite. Almost. Darn it. All right, let's see if I got another piece of chipboard here. Oh. Let's see. I think I do. Two hours and 6 minutes. Okay. 'To my chipboard blade, which is not cutting very well at all anymore. It's getting really, oops. Hey, Army Linda. Pages are 5.5. I only needed the 1/8 bigger for the width. So 5 5/8. Not how I should have cut it. Darn it, I should have cut the 8 3/4 first. Oh well. Eight 3/4, which is 9, 3 1/4. Take off 3 1/4. Okay. Okay. So, oh, I didn't cut down, darn it. Forgot to cut down the other one, the other way here. Five and 5/8. Oh, now my left arm's getting sore again from the cutting. I was finally feeling better. Just don't give your new one out anywhere. Don't use the new one to register anywhere except Ustream. And then you won't get any. Or check no that you don't want to get updates or whatever. Okay. Bye, Jamie. Okay. Now, let's see. Edging, I guess, is going to be in the dark brown paint. using leftover paint from that's already on the brush from my last, from doing the cover of the other book. I'm making, for those of you who've come in recently, I'm working on, this is the guest book for my cousin's parents' 80th birthday. I'll show you the treasure box in a minute that I finished. I started it a couple of weeks ago on my stream, and I have finished it. Okay, Laurel. Time is it? 10 after 6. Okay, you guys let me know if you see Dar tweet that she's ready. Because I certainly don't want to go into her time. She usually comes on in 50 minutes. So if she's ready early, let me know. I'm just filling airwaves here today. Tons of paint left in this paint sponge here. Oh no, Jeannie. Jeannie says she's feeling like she needs a nap. Okay. See if I can do this, all this edging without adding any new paint. I just might. That's good use of paint. Use it up. There we go. Perfect. Okay. Let's do a little extra drawing here. Well, I tend to waste my time. If I stream, I get stuff done. If I don't, I tend to sit and watch TV online, so this way I get it done, and if I get this done this weekend, all this stuff, then I can work on my other stuff that I want to do. Like practice some water painting. Get some more journals made with my jelly prints. So I've got lots of jelly prints made. Gotta make some more journals. kinda. Dar's supposed to stream. Or Gary if Dar doesn't. Cool. Woohoo. Okay, so dun, 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 dun. La, 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 la. Hold on. Actually, I think I do have some of this left. Bye, Laurel. Have a good evening. Hope you stream tomorrow morning. I am. I'm humming a lot of different things there. I don't know. They just keep popping in my head, Carol. Or Carrie, I mean. Yeah. Just keep popping in my head. Okay, hold on. I've got my... Where is my old pokey tool? I want my old pokey tool. I don't want to use my good one on stupid blue bottle. Where'd it go? Where did I put that black? I know what it's in. It is in my... Oh, right here. Okay, my old pokey tool. Doesn't have a cover. Sorry, Barb. I don't know where the cover went for it. Hold on, I got my... The other thing's messed up. Okay. Let's get this cleared out here. Whoops. Okay. Oh, you were saying goodbye to the other people. Sorry, Laurel. Okay, gotcha. I see you've got Dee Dee's app, did you? Dee Dee's famous whip app. Laurel. Okay, hold on. Oh, that's really weird. Okay. Guess I need to trim it down a little on this edge. Hold on. Speaking of my Martha Stewart knife, looks like I'm going to have to use it a little. No. Okay, hold on. Gotta get out my mat here. Where'd it go? Oh, well, it was right there. Okay. Ah. Oops. Come on. Yeesh. There we go. Cutting mat. Just a moment. Speaking of Martha Stewart cutting blades, looks like I need to put mine in use here. Darn it. Okay, I'm going to remember to trim the other one down a little bit before I glue it down. That's really annoying, isn't it? Okay, let's just whew, takes quite a few passes before it goes through this craft text. I probably need a sharper blade. Oops. Of course, I can't cut straight with a craft blade if my life depended on it, with a craft knife, I should say. Okay, what did you use to do? Where did you search though, Laurel? Where did you search? Ancestry.com? You have to pay for that though, right? Now that it's owned by the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Okay, so now I need to sneak a little glue in here. Oh, 2-week free trial. Oh, yeah. I wonder how their archives are for Canadian. I guess, like you say, if you do the world option. Yeah, put a little bit of glue in there, didn't I? Mm-hmm. Let's make sure this gets to be the back. It's okay, and I can cover up the mess with some ink. Okay, so let's just see. I should have tested it before. I thought it was going to shrink a little more. It seemed to shrink the ones I did for the box. See, now this one did shrink a little bit. Or maybe that one I just cut a little too big in the first place. Okay, I am actually going to trim a smidgen off the width of this. Just a smidge. Oh, gosh. Welcome back, Sandy. My dad was born in Pettapon, and he changed his name to Pitts because the hillbillies in Glasgow thought Pitts was English for a Pettapaw, and so when he was kind of excommunicated from the family for marrying a non-Catholic, he decided to just stick with Pitts legally, so they changed it. And 2 of his brothers, who also married Presbyterians, did the same thing. All right. I'll put a piece of paper over this. Okay. I bet, Sandy. I bet. Okay. Come on, really? All right. Oh, that's the... Oh, no wonder. That's the one that doesn't work. Jeez. I was going to say, it was coming out just a few minutes ago. It shouldn't be a problem. Get her out to the edge. And yes, I'm using my finger. Don't mind glue. It's just paint against stand on my finger. Hands. I know. I'm weird. I know. Yuck. Yeah, lots of glue, huh? Think I overdid the glue just a little bit? I wonder. I think there's a hint. That's why I never use liquid glue. Because just like paint, I overdo it. Oh, that's terrible, Sandy. Yes, I am still recording. I'm at 2:38. Well, that's what happened when I was selling my house, Sandy. It was just when my legs were starting to get really bad. And so I figured I called Molly Mates, who are supposed to be cleaners for a living, right? And I specifically called for 2.5 to 3 hours of work. And the only thing they were asked to do were, and there wasn't anything in the way because my house was already staged and all that kind of stuff. There was almost no furniture for them to work around. I wanted them to wash my windows, to do my window frames, and then up around the ceiling and the corners of the rooms where I couldn't get to. Yeah, well, I had to still go through and clean everything when they were done, and $175 later. Yeah, I was not impressed. Never do that again. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm very happy with Margaret. Margaret's a great cleaner. She works part-time, or actually she gets almost full-time hours at one of the hotels cleaning. And man, I'll tell you, she works fast and she cleans really well. She is great. They love her at the hotel. And so she works part-time at the bank, part-time at the hotel. Motel, actually. It's a Motel 6. Or no, where is she working? Travel Lodge this year. Last summer she worked at the Motel 6. And they were very sad to lose her. Never had any complaints after her cleaning rooms. Okay, so those are ready. The inside pages are ready. And the photo album is ready. This just needs to get some varnish. Okay, I think I'll do the varnish before I put the paper inside there. Oh, I may have been frozen. You know what Ustream is like. So, I have to find my varnish. I know where it should be. There's two places, and I know where it should be. And I'll try the second place if it's not in the first place. Ugh. Okay. Alright. Could be here. At the bottom. Okay. In that section. I'm still here. I'm just way over on the other side of the room. I'm looking for my varnish. Could be. Alright, so it must be over in the closet then. I'll be right back. I think it should be in the closet then. Since it's not there, it seems. Now, darn it. Well, I guess, ladies, it looks like I'm going to just try the matte medium because I can't seem to find my varnish. Okay. Thanks. All right, so let's see if matte medium will seal it. If I find varnish, I guess I can always do the varnish on top. Trying to remember the last project I used the varnish on. It's very strange. Should be here somewhere. All right. Begun. Hey, Kathy. Just working on birthday stuff. Got 15 minutes before. You haven't seen anything from Dar yet, have you guys? Yay, Carrie. So are you still in Whistler, Kathy? Or are you back home again? Thank you, Jeannie. Oh, Seattle, eh? You gonna try and meet up with Joycey? Wait, was it Diane who's gonna be in? Was it this weekend? Diane's going to be in Seattle. Happy Diane. Oh no, I think she said, maybe she said September, I think, didn't she? She was heading September, I think she said. Now, do you think I'm going to need another layer of matte medium on that? Or is one going to be enough? That is the question. Yeah, okay. That's what I was thinking, Carrie. Okay, let me show those who came in late the treasure box. So here's the treasure box. There's the top. Still trying to decide whether to put the word memories across the top, but I'm probably not going to. There's the front. And I need to sneak a little glue in here. So I guess maybe it's not sticking to the craft text. Maybe those people are right. It was, and now it's not. Some places are, though. Sorry. Add a handle? I don't know, because there's no way to keep it closed. It doesn't close, it just lays down. It doesn't shut. Oh, okay, I have to save my recording.